Alright, welcome back. I'm gonna be a little less angry, complaining about well, people don't like my art. Nah, I'm kidding.
People just don't understand your art,
Yeah.
I think. That's the issue.
There's really weird shadows in this game for the... like, you see how the shadows just form large shapes?
Yeah. I just entered a Kakurega.
Like, oh, okay, I'm sure that makes more sense if we were Japanese.
I don't even think it is Japanese. I think it's just some made-up language for this game.
Oh. Oh, they're the Incredibles.
What?
Like, all your people are dressed like what looks like Incredibles.
Oh, okay.
See? They're all, like, in these red suits. Is there gonna be a Cars 3?
Probably.
I swear I heard that there's gonna be a Cars 3, and people were just like, why the fuck is there no Incredibles 2?
Well, they are making Incredibles too.
Oh, they are?
Also, yeah, Brad Bird finally admitted, like...
They had to fucking waterboard him to just...
Well, no, it was just like... He wanted to work in live action for a while, and then...
Oh.
He was trying to, like, break a story for it. Of course, they were like, make it!
Yeah.
Make it, and make sure it fails to live up to expectations!
Yeah.
But, speaking of Cars, like, there was this dude who made, like, a Chinese ripoff of Cars. And it's the fucking, like, it's the exact same fucking story.
Mm-hmm.
And he claims he's never seen Cars. But the thing is, like, he made the movie with anthropomorphic cars. Like,
Yeah.
they're fucking talking cars. Like, I get it. You can make the same story. Because there's actually a Michael J. Fox film from the early 90s that has the same exact story as Cars.
Really?
Yeah, and the writers of Cars claim that they've never seen it.
How long has that been a thing that people have just been ripping off from one person to another, you think? Just goes back to, like, the 1920s where somebody just, like...
It's like Shakespeare wrote the original.
And it's just wagons?
Yeah. Horses.
Horses? Oh, fuck, you just made it better.
Yeah, just talking horses.
Horses. And it's from the perspective that they're vehicles, not animals.
Yeah. It's like a horse can't talk. It's like, why? Because it's an animal? No, because we use it to ride around.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes way more sense.
I would love it if there's like a conversation that's that tries to be modern and then it gets shot down in the movie, like the horse starts speaking and the rider's just like, no, horses can't talk, and horse responds with, why? Because we're horses? And he's like, it's like, you think you can fucking guilt trip me? No, this is the 1800s. Fuck you.
Fuck you, everyone's dying from the plague.
Yeah. You have no rights. The guy over there has no rights.
No
And
one
I don't
has
give a
any
shit.
rights.
I'm gonna die in 2 years, and I'm only 14. Shut up.
You know the life expectancy of a fucking 14-year-old?
My clean water is your toilet water.
I just passed it by 2 years, motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm a fucking old man. I am wiser than most people. So this is about as much respect as you're gonna get. If I weren't so fucking kind, you'd be glue right now. And then everybody walks out of the movie theater. This is way too fucking...
Well, it's a play at that point in time.
You know what? It's almost
What do you
like a Shatner play. Just one person just having this discussion.
Should I keep doing this Kakurega or just...
No. We don't have to do...
Kakurega?
Yeah, we don't have to do the
Muspelheim.
Muspelheims of this game. I just realized I sort of accidentally displayed the cover, like the box of this game, like right by the TV.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out before.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional. I know what game we're
Are
playing.
you that type of guy who, like, whatever game he's currently playing, he has to, like, showcase it?
No. Though I do usually keep it out just because I don't want to put the game
Yeah.
box back and forget. It even works as like, oh, I haven't played that game for a while. It must still be my Wii U. I gotta take it out, put it back, put it away. I get really pissed off if I misplace a game. Like, I don't know where my Kingdom Hearts 2 is. I do not know where Devil May Cry 1 is. I have 3, though. I don't know where my copy of Killer Instinct Gold went. I got lost. That's been lost for 15 years now, at least.
Killer Instinct
Gold. I think that was the thing around the time because
Were you a fan of Killer Instinct?
no, that was actually the first game I played of the series, which I think was actually like a remake of the original. But I got that at what is now our GameStop, but it was FuncoLand at the time, and I was there for what people were making me feel like was like 2 hours, but it wasn't. I was like little, and I begged my mom to let me go into FuncoLand, and I wanted to buy Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. And the guy was like, with all due respect, it's one of the worst games on the PlayStation or the N64 or whatever. I think I wanted to get for PlayStation because it's cheaper. And he was like, do you have an N64? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you like fighting games, right? And he's like, how about Killer Instinct Gold? So, you know, one of the better fighting games out there. And I was like, yeah, okay, that cool, Killer Instinct Gold. And like, I remember the general gist of between my mom and he was like, oh, fucking thank God, because I was just like, I don't know about that game, because I wanted a fucking fighting game. Like that's what I was into at the time. That's all I was gonna play, and I guess there just wasn't any that were interesting on N64 or PlayStation at the time, with the exception of Killer Instinct Gold. Though I do remember that because of that situation, I know this is what my mom was referring to at the time, but I was like homesick once, and I was just like, oh, I'm fucking sick, I got a cold or whatever, and like my mom came home and she was like, hey, look what I got you, and it was an N64 game, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? And it wasn't Mortal Kombat Mythology Sub-Zero. I didn't own that until like years and years later, but it was Mischief Makers, and I was like, oh, cool, an N64 game. And she's like, yeah, somebody recommended it. And I was like, okay, so we're going by GameStop recommendations, but fucking fun game. I loved it. I actually would love to play that on the channel.
Mischief Maker?
Yeah, Mischief Makers.
What the
What's going on?
I'm...
Are you failing to recruit some people?
No, I fell underneath this bridge, which I
Oh.
don't think I was supposed to.
It's a good thing everybody can swim.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Oh. What?
I don't know what happened.
Oh, I came out of a sewer grate.
Oh!
Yeah, I'm trying to get onto this roof to save these people.
You see, that's what I would equate getting into... walking into the old Bergen Community College entrance was. It was like 100 people walking through a sewer grate.
It smelled like one, definitely.
I remember one of those, one of the professors who I guess was like very opinionated and didn't care about being loud or something. Just one day was just like, it's like, everybody, you gotta keep walking. This is a main thoroughfare. It's sad, but it's a main thoroughfare. And I was like, yeah, I guess it is bullshit. It's really tiny. And that's, by the way, that was, you gotta remember, that's back and forth.
Yeah.
People getting in and out. It's a pain to catch a bus if you were like on a,
Yeah.
oh god.
I would just fucking I would take the long way around.
Oh yeah.
Because it was still faster than the fucking...
Yeah, the side entrance, which is
Yeah.
also tiny. But at least had like a secondary entrance or exit for disabled people.
Do you know how to get to this building over here?
This is the furthest I have ever been in the game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so. Where's the building?
It's the one I was trying to get to before. Like, you see where it says help? Oh, here comes a fat baby thing again.
Ah, fat baby.
Fat baby. Well, is there such thing as a skinny baby?
I'd be scared if there was.
Yeah.
Because it would just be like malnourished. Did you ever see that there was a I was reading this article about creepy stories or something like that behind famous pictures.
Oh, okay.
And one of them was a picture of a little African baby, sort of in a like looks like he's bowing down, but he's sort of like crumpled over.
Oh, is it the one with like the vulture that's looking?
Yeah, and there's
at
a vulture looking at him.
Yeah.
And the story was that he that kid was on his way to like a food what's the word? Not like a soup kitchen. Something. It's just a place that was set up to, help
to feed people,
feed these people, and like a whole bunch of people called into that magazine to see what, like, they wanted to know what the fate of the kid was, because he was like, doubled over and stuff, and they never actually said, but the photographer said that he couldn't help the kid because as part of his job he had to take the photo, but he wasn't allowed to interact with anybody.
Okay.
So the kid might have died,
Yeah.
like, on his way there.
Yeah, I was looking at this series.
Why did I bring that up, by the way?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You're a morbid.
I must be.
God.
I must be, because I feel like this is like the 50th time I've done something like this on the channel. I don't know why. This is hilarious, by the way.
You said that before.
Okay, I gotta get better at being a host. Oh wait, next episode you tell us this beautiful story of yours. I didn't mean to sound so condescending.
Okay.
But bye-bye, everybody.